This year we're running 3 model and talent competitions where it's completely about fitness modelling. Totally different, and as today goes on, you'll hear from lots of different people and from me what some of the ruling's going to be about, what some of the judging's going to be about, etc, etc. But the competitions are 26th of April, so that's a week tomorrow. People win and people get their trophy and they go home, but there's no next step. So one of the things that we wanted to introduce was fitness modelling with steps. So the first step within the UKBFF structure is to compete 2015 at one of those qualifiers. The next step will be to compete on the international stage. So those that qualify will get an invite to compete in Liverpool on the Sunday, the 1st of November, at the very first IFBB Model and Talent competition up in Liverpool, and get the title of Olympia Model of the Year.
I thought, I always had a Muscle Fitness, a Flex magazine nearby as well, and I thought to myself, how do you actually get into these magazines? At the time it was, front cover was, what's his name? David Kimberley. It was front cover of M&F at the time, and how do I get into this magazine? So I literally, in my living room, got up, went onto Google, and I typed in, how do you get into a fitness magazine? That was it. And up popped a competition at the time, back in 2009. And I thought, right, okay. And it was based in Brighton at the time. So I thought, all right, let's go for it. It was May. I searched on May. The competition was in August, so what's that, 3 months? I didn't have a clue what I was doing. All right, there was nothing to research. Like now, you can look up all these different federations, look at pictures, there's YouTube. At the time, there was nothing, literally nothing. So I didn't even know what to expect. All I knew that I was going to be entering the fitness model category, whatever that meant. So off I went to this new competition on a day. Nice day, really sunny, had family behind me, which I believe is really important. And I ended up winning the fitness modelling competition. At the time, there was only 6 of us on stage, I believe, 6 to 8 of us on stage. And that was the beginning. A bit like now, today, that was the beginning. The crowd wasn't massive, but it was pretty loud. I ended up doing fitness model category, muscle model category, and the bodybuilding. I've done all 3. I didn't have a clue what I was doing for the bodybuilding, by the way. Backstage, a guy, I can't remember his name now, but he went through poses with me. Double biceps. So I didn't know what I was doing. So I literally went on stage, and there was about 4 of us on stage. And if you know Helly Strebel, he was ripped. He was there. And I was looking down the line, watching him do his side chest. So I was like, right, yep, side chest. Then he would do his double biceps. I then watch him. Then it's probably on YouTube somewhere, all right? I don't know the title of it, but it's on YouTube somewhere. So that's how it started for me and my journey from the living room. At that competition, didn't know who they were at the time, but like Steve said, you don't know who you're going to be talking to. All right, I met Jeff Simpson there, who now runs a Fit Media channel on YouTube. Probably heard of it. He now obviously films all the fitness models, muscle models, bodybuilders around the world. At Body Power, he's at FIBO, he's at all the different expos and competitions. So I met him there. I was his first video, basically, on his YouTube channel. And that was actually the bodybuilding routine to Michael Jackson. Dirty Diet, was it? No, Man in the Mirror. I think he had to take it down because I think YouTube rights with music and all that. So luckily enough, it's not on YouTube. And then I met Tusef. At the time, he was an M&F muscle fitness photographer. He just randomly came up to me. He said to me, "Look, you've got a good physique. You can go far. Just work hard and keep going." And that's what he said to me. And by winning that category, I then featured in the Muscle Fitness magazine, which I think, yeah, there you go, that was in 2010. So that's the overnight sensation. I didn't come up with that title, by the way, that was John Plummer. Yeah, so that was quite nice. Like literally a year in to competing, I then went on into a magazine. Like it was like a 6 to 8 page spread. I was like, wow. You know, and like again with the UKBFF Modern Talent, you've got that opportunity too as well, because I have that connection with Muscle Fitness and Flex. So you never know.
So my name is Claire Boyle. I am a fitness model. And a competing athlete, a winning competing athlete. I have done 3 competitions now. My first competition, I won Best Photographic Female. My second competition, I came second in the bikini class and 4th in the fitness class. And then my third competition, I went on to win fitness model. And I'm actually competing tomorrow. And went up for a modelling shoot. And met some of the USN representatives there. Didn't think anything of it. It was like, oh, you know, great to meet everybody. Got some free samples myself. Was like brilliant. Everyone loves a freebie. Fantastic. Came away from it. Had a couple of shots done. Really, really good. About a week later, I got a message from one of the USN representatives there, and they messaged me just saying how I'd kind of really impressed everybody. You know, just by being me, I suppose. And then would I like to do, you know, a little bit of work potentially for USN? I was like, you know, fantastic. I want to get into the fitness industry. Let's do it. And then I got an email from Carl saying we'd really like you to come on board with USN. We'd like to, you know, offer you an ambassadorship. But not only that, I am an ambassador for USN, but I am actually employed by them as well. So I travel all around the country doing promotions for them. As I mentioned previously, I do nutrition seminars, training seminars for the Body Mass Society. So I go around to different universities doing that. And obviously events like this as well. So as well as being an ambassador for myself and first and foremost a fitness model and a competing athlete, I'm also now completely working in the field that I dreamt that I wanted to do. So, you know, everything does really start somewhere. If I hadn't gone to Scotland, then probably none of this would have happened for me with USN. And it's just about being yourself and being the best version of you that you can be. Never try and be anybody else, because that will come through in the end that you're trying to be somebody else. And so that's kind of my journey.
Was this useful?
Yeah.
Was it worth coming to? Yeah. Do you think we should do every year something free like this? Yeah? Let me work on it. Thank you guys for coming.